Now, we've already discussed the ugly truth about being handsome, but let's be real, there are a ton of pros too. And with me going from average to handsome over the past few years, I have seen these real life experiences and the impact it has had on my life. That's why in this video, we're gonna discuss the handsome advantage in 3 pillars: dating, career, and social. Subscribe, like, let's go ahead and get right into it. So with the handsome advantage, obviously there are gonna be a ton of pros when it comes to dating, and that's, in my experience, the amount of pros I've experienced the most, because I was actually dating a whole bunch whenever I was having my glow up. So with that being said, the first thing I've noticed is that you have a lot more what's called a genuine burning desire from women. And the reason why this is important is because genuine burning desire is the most purest and genuine form of attraction that there is. Because think about it, men, we have looks, money, status, mostly as a part of our sexual market value. Whenever a girl is with you solely for your money, then obviously we call those gold diggers. There's no genuine attraction or desire there. Whenever a girl is with you because of your status, if you weren't who you are, then chances are she probably wouldn't be with you at all or wouldn't be attracted towards you. So that's really not genuine. However, with looks, if she is just physically attracted to you off bat, which is the most purest form of genuine desire, like I said, then no matter if you have high status, low status, a lot of money, a little bit of money, she will still always be attracted towards you. That's why if a girl is attracted to you because of your looks, you can be a broke man and she'll still probably mess with you. You probably won't be able to retain her, and that's a whole nother problem in itself. However, genuine desire is the most purest form of attraction, and we've noticed the importance of looks throughout the Black pill community blowing up more and more for the past 2 years or the past year or so. And that's because guys are realizing that in order to get the most purest form of attraction, she has to be physically attracted towards you. And that's what a lot of PUAs get wrong, right? They led with charisma, they led with game, leading with status or money. All those things will probably get you short-term results, but not long-term results. And that comes with making yourself more attractive. And that is the true handsome advantage. Now on my Patreon, I actually get into more of the juiciness about the handsome advantage from more of an explicit standpoint. So link down below if you want to check that out. But just to give you guys a PG version, essentially women will break rules for you just because the attraction is so high. What they usually wouldn't do within dates 1, dates 2, dates 3, they are now doing for you because they're physically and highly physically attracted towards you. Make sense? Now, another thing, a part of dating, is that it allows making the connection a whole lot easier. Whether it be choosing signals, whether it be dating apps, approaching women, etc., you can now make that connection a lot more confidently and a lot easier because you know that you look good, especially if you get really, really good with game. And me, myself, I'm able to what's called pre-qualify women, which means that I'm able to identify the type of woman who will be into me due to my experience. So with that being said, whenever I approach a girl, sending her a cold DM, whatever it may be, I have a high amount of confidence that it is probably gonna go well. And we've seen that throughout my DM messages, loyalty tests, etc., right? So the more handsome you are, tons of advantages in dating. Let's move on. Now, a big part of my handsome advantage and making myself more attractive came from taking care of my skin. And that is why today's sponsor is Tej Hanley. I've done said it probably 100 times by now, but Tej Hanley is the best skincare system for men just like me and you watching this if you want a good, easy to follow skincare routine. The T system comes in multiple levels, so you can pick which one's best for you. Me personally, I like the level 3 system. However, you might like the level 2, you might like the level 1, or you might even like your acne system if you have more of those breakouts. All the steps are pretty much the same. What you're gonna do is, number 1 is start off with the cleanser every single day, multiple times a day. I use it in the morning, after I work out, and even at night, every single night. Then after that, you're gonna follow up with the super serum and the eye serum. These serums are meant to elevate your handsomeness to an even higher degree. If you got eye bags, if you wanna go ahead and be proactive against those wrinkles and aging, then you need to use this every single day also. Alongside with that, you're gonna use the AM moisturizer, which helps the UV rays not penetrate your skin and cause more sun damaging and aging and stuff like that. And then at night, you're just gonna simply use the PM moisturizer. As you see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's step by step, super simple, super easy to use, and it is actually affordable. That's the biggest thing, guys. So don't go down a rabbit hole with skincare and make it more complicated than it is. Use Tej Hanley by checking the link down below for a free gift alongside with 30% off your first box. This is a deal you can't beat anywhere else Go ahead and check him out if you want to maximize your handsome advantage. All right, so we understand the dating advantages that being handsome gives you. Obviously, we hear it, we see about it all the time. However, what goes over people's head is the social aspect of being more handsome. And what this means, in my experience at least, is that whenever I'm out places, let's say even the gym, which I go to nearly every day of the week, or I'm going out to a club, a bar, etc., it makes it fairly easier to network more specifically with other men. Because whenever a man even perceives you as attractive or just a handsome guy subconsciously, yes, of course, they can be intimidated, in which I spoke about in the last video. However, what I've also noticed is that if they're not intimidated, or more so if they're even a handsome guy themselves, the connection or process of networking and just vibing together makes it so much easier than what I've ever experienced, which then allows you to network better, which then allows more friendships to form a lot easier, just because people are more open to you, more open to your vibe. And that comes with you being more attractive, not only women, but also men too, in some cases and instances. Also, what I've noticed is that, let's say you're in a friend group, if you're considered the most handsome or just a handsome friend within the friend group, that almost holds status within itself. You have status within your friend group as being like the pretty boy friend or the handsome guy in the friend group. Funny story, in high school, actually, I went through a phase of where I was super into my look, right? Most of my life I wasn't into my looks, but in high school, the small period I was really into my looks because I actually wanted to be a model. I just, for some reason, wanted to be a model. So I got really into my looks, started getting a haircut, started taking care of my skin more, started dressing nice better. And then my friends in high school started calling me Man Dime, like Austin's a Man Dime. And in hindsight, what I realized is that they were actually saying, like, obviously they perceive me as a 10 or whatever, no homo, pause on that. But it just goes to show the more handsome you are within a friend group, the more status that brings and the more connections that allows with other men. And just overall, your social life probably is going to be better, right? That's a not so sexy, handsome advantage, but it's actually true. So I have a saying, opportunities present themselves to those who present themselves. However, I've noticed that in my personal career life, because I've always presented myself in a fairly attractive way, especially over the past 3 years, like I said. However, this is not the case and true for everybody, especially if you're not on the threshold of handsome or objectively handsome yet. You can present yourself all you want. Opportunities probably aren't going to be presented to you that of the person who really takes care of themselves or who is just objectively handsome, right? So with that being said, there are a lot of career opportunities presented to you more, the more handsome that you appear to be towards multiple people, women and men included. We see this in the corporate sphere, right? Guys who tend to level up higher in the workplace tend to be taller, tend to be more attractive, tend to be presented more opportunities on leadership, tend to be more classified as leaders through their presentation and how they come off, through their vibe. Because, not to get too black pill on you, a lot of black pillers say that confidence is equated to your looks or your attraction. So the reason why that person is so confident is because they were given that validation throughout their lives in order to be confident. However, if you're not a confident person, then probably is because you weren't given that validation to be confident because you're probably unattractive, which makes sense when you kind of think about it, right? It's not the case for everybody, but it does make sense. But my point here is to say is that a lot more opportunities will be presented to you in the workplace, whatever you may be doing, if you are considered more objectively handsome, and that is a big part of the handsome advantage. Because yes, we care about dating, yes, we care about social, but we actually specifically care about our financials and our resources. So I'm pretty sure there's a study somewhere out there, we could probably do this ourselves, is that a lot more people make a lot more money, those who are handsome, than the vice versa, right? It's almost like the universe gifts you more money, more resources, more women, all for just your presentation and your look. And that's something personally that I've noticed in my own life. Example, in social media growth. A lot of people want to be influencers, a lot of people want to do social media, but a lot of social media has to do with the way you look. You probably won't make it far if you're not attractive. Unless you have a really good skill set or talented at something, sure, you can make up for it for that, but it's going to make it a lot easier if you just have the look. So that's why I feel like, yes, you should make more money, you should learn game, you should have good charisma, you should present yourself. Of course you should, but you also should make sure that you're doing it in the right and best way possible so that you can reap the advantages, the true handsome advantage that all that stuff brings. And I'm still experiencing it, guys. I'm still kind of new to this handsome thing. Believe it or not, I feel like I have not been handsome a vast majority of my life. So I'm still seeing new experiences every week, every month, every year. And if you subscribe right now, I'd be sure to actually let you know and tell them through my own experience. Don't forget to check out T's Hanley down below and my Patreon if you want to see the explicit pros of being handsome. But if not, definitely be sure to watch this video right here. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.